Welcome to the reality revolution. Today we're talking about reality sliding, where the boundaries of what you thought possible are about to expand dramatically. At the heart of reality sliding lies the concept of parallel realities, something I've talked about a lot. Imagine our universe not as a single fixed entity, but as an infinite ocean of possibilities. Too often I meet people that simply see the world as a single possibility and nothing else. The truth is that each decision you make, each thought you think, creates a ripple across a quantum ocean, spawning new realities that branch off from your own. These parallel worlds exist simultaneously, each one a variation on the theme of your life, differing in ways both subtle and profound. You are not merely a passive observer of this reality, but an active participant in its creation. Your thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape the world around you in ways more profound than you may have ever realized. By learning to harness this innate power of reality sliding, you gain the ability to navigate between these parallel realities, selecting the one that aligns most closely with your desires. The key to unlocking this potential lies in the power of perception and belief. Your mind is the lens through which you experience reality, and by altering this lens, you can fundamentally change the world you inhabit. What you believe to be possible becomes possible. What you focus on expands. As you train yourself to perceive the malleability of reality, you discover that the boundaries between parallel worlds are more permeable than you've ever imagined. I'm going to try to explore techniques to expand your perception, strengthen your belief in the impossible, and navigate the infinite sea of realities available to you. You'll learn how to slide between worlds with intention and purpose, manifesting your desires not through force or struggle, but through alignments and flow. Reality sliding is a transformative practice that allows you to consciously navigate the vast ocean of parallel realities, ultimately manifesting your desires by aligning with a version of reality where they already exist. At its core, reality sliding is about recognizing the fluid nature of our universe and learning to move between different possible outcomes with intention and purpose. Now, I'm aware in reality transurfing that they like to refer to running a slide, which is a brief visualization that you can use along the way to briefly transport you and guide you in moving to another reality. Then I also teach quantum jumping. The difference between reality sliding and quantum jumping is it's similar to using slides, but continuously over time, thought by thought, breath by breath, sliding more and more into realities so that you take each breath and each thought into your consciousness, becoming aware of the flow as you flow in and out of realities. To truly grasp the concept of reality sliding, you must delve into both scientific and the philosophical underpinnings that supply this practice. From a scientific perspective, reality sliding finds its roots in quantum physics, particularly in the many worlds interpretation proposed by Hugh Everett. This theory suggests that all possible alternate histories and futures are real, each representing an actual world or parallel universe, microns away from the one you're in now. And when you engage in reality sliding, you essentially are choosing which of these parallel universes you want to experience. You know, there's a great show that just came out, and I probably need to do an episode on it called Dark Matter. The premise of the show is that, briefly, in that series, a scientist creates a box and a drug that can turn off the brain so that it enters into a void state. And then once the drug takes effect, they can see the infinite possibilities as doorways before them. And their consciousness and what they're thinking about guides them into what happens when they open the door. So if they're thinking about something scary, they walk into a scary universe. They're thinking about something wonderful, they walk into a wonderful universe. All of these are possibilities. Reality sliding aligns with ancient wisdom, traditions that have long posited the malleable nature of reality and the power of consciousness to shape your experiences. What sets reality sliding apart from other techniques is its dynamic and experiential nature. While traditional manifestation methods often focus on visualizing desired outcomes or altering thought patterns, reality sliding takes a step further by encouraging practitioners to actively feel and experience the process of moving between realities. It's not just about imagining what you want, it's about learning to perceive and navigate the subtle shifts in your surroundings as you align with the energies of different parallel versions of yourself. Moreover, reality sliding emphasizes the importance of quantum awareness, the ability to perceive multiple potential realities simultaneously. With reality sliding, I'm moving beyond the idea of just visualizing and jumping into the reality. And I'm calling upon you to awaken a quantum awareness of the realities that are nearby your reality. In meditation, if you quiet the mind enough, you can become aware of the different realities around you. This heightened state of quantum awareness, of consciousness, allows you to make informed choices about which reality you wish to experience, rather than being limited by what appears to be the only option in front of you. Unlike some techniques that may feel like forcing change upon a resistant world, reality sliding is about finding the path of least resistance. It's based on the premise that everything you desire already exists in some parallel reality, and your task is simply to align yourself with that reality that already exists. This approach often feels more natural and effortless, as you're not trying to create something from nothing, but rather tuning into a frequency where your desire is already manifest. In fact, if you desire something, consider it a signal that in some reality it is something that you have already obtained, and there's a part of your soul that's calling out to that thing that you've already obtained. As you continue to explore this concept, you'll discover that it's not just a technique, but a way of life. It invites you to remain open to infinite possibilities, to cultivate flexibility in your perception of reality, and to take an active role in shaping your experience of the world. Before you embark on your journey, it's crucial to prepare your mind for this transformative practice. This preparation involves developing quantum awareness, clearing limiting beliefs, and cultivating a flexible perception of reality. These steps will enable you to navigate the multiverse with greater ease and effectiveness. Developing a quantum awareness is the first key that I found to successful reality sliding. This state of consciousness which allows you to perceive the subtle nuances of multiple potential realities simultaneously. To cultivate quantum awareness, you must begin by practicing mindfulness, but also the ability to enter what I call the void, something Dr. Joe Dispenza calls the void, in which you are detached from your body, your mind, and your current reality. The only way to sense the other realities is for you to detach from the reality that you're in. This means that you are not your body, you're not your mind, you're not your identity, you're not your gender, you're not your culture, you're not all the things that you use to define yourself. Once you can move in consciousness past that point, that's when you become aware of the other realities that are available. I have attempted to do this in my reality shifting meditations on some level, and then doing the quantum jump once you find that reality. What I'm finding more and more, which may be just as effective, is constantly going into this void state and seeing where the realities are and moving like you're almost in a ship, so that it becomes something you imperceivably do. In a couple of minutes, you can just close your eyes, open your mind, and then keep continually shifting into the reality that you want. This sliding makes it an experiential that goes beyond just technique. As you develop this heightened awareness, you'll likely encounter your limiting beliefs that have been shaping your perception of reality. These beliefs are filters, narrowing your view of what realities are possible and anchoring you to a very specific version of reality. Clearing these limiting beliefs is essential for successful reality sliding. Start by identifying beliefs that constrain your sense of what's achievable. These might include thoughts like, I'm not good enough, money is hard to come by, or I'll never find true love. Once identified, challenge these beliefs. Look for evidence that contradicts them and consciously choose to adopt more empowering perspectives. Remember, in the infinite multiverse, there are realities where these limiting beliefs simply don't exist. The final step involves cultivating a flexible perception of reality. Weird things are going to happen. You're going to witness weird events. If you overreact to those events, it tends to limit what change is available in your reality sliding practice. This means developing the ability to hold multiple, even contradictory ideas simultaneously without judgment. Practice seeing your current circumstances as just one of many possible realities. When faced with challenges, ask yourself, well, in what reality is this already solved? This flexibility allows you to more easily conceive of and connect with parallel realities where your desires are manifest. To enhance your mental flexibility, engage in creative exercises that push the boundaries of your imagination. Write stories about alternate versions of your life, or spend time visualizing radically different outcomes to familiar scenarios. This could be in the past and the future. The more you exercise your ability to conceive of alternate realities, the more adept you'll become at navigating them. As you work on these aspects of mental preparation, you may find that your perception of the world around you begins to shift. You might notice more synchronicities in your daily life, or find yourself naturally gravitating towards positive outcomes. These are signs that you're expanding your awareness and readying yourself for the practice of reality sliding. Now that you've prepared your mind, it's time to delve into the core practice of reality sliding. This technique is powerful for consciously navigating the multiverse and aligning yourself with the reality where your desires are manifest. The journey begins with setting your intention. This step is crucial as it provides direction for your slide. Take time to clarify exactly what you want to manifest. Be specific, but also remain open to possibilities beyond what you can currently imagine. Your intention should resonate deeply with your true desires, not just surface level wants. Feel the emotion behind your intention, the joy, excitement, or peace it brings. This emotional connection acts as a beacon guiding you towards the reality where your intention is realized. Once your intention is set, you move on to visualizing the parallel reality. But in some ways, it's not visualizing, it's perceiving. This is not mere daydreaming, it's an active process of quieting the mind, entering into a void state or a zero state, and then perceiving and exploring alternate versions of your current reality. In some cases, this does not involve visualizing a specific scenario that you have written down, but perceiving one that exists out there. And what I find interesting is that when you try this technique, you will find that it's not something that you would have imagined, but suddenly you find yourself seeing something that goes beyond what you ever imagined. The mind begins to take you to places that are truly possible for you beyond just what you're imagining. So start by relaxing your mind and body, then allow your awareness to expand into a void. Sometimes it's easier to imagine space. Some people are scared by imagining a dark void. So you just simply try to clear your mind and not think. When you're able to enter into this state where you detach from everything that you're thinking, all the things that you ascribe to yourself, that's when you take your intention and you relax the mind and allow your awareness to expand. Imagine your current surroundings beginning to shift subtly. See versions of reality where your intention is manifest in various ways. Don't limit yourself to one outcome. Explore multiple possibilities at first. As you do this, pay attention to the details. What does this new reality look like? Continue to shuffle through these realities. Now is when the sliding process itself begins. This is where you'll actively shift your consciousness between these visualized realities. You imagine yourself as a point of awareness, able to move freely between different versions of reality. You start by sensing the texture of your current reality, then gradually shift your focus to the texture of the reality where your intention is manifest. You might experience this as a subtle shift in energy, a change in your bodily sensations, or a transformation in your surroundings, Some people describe it as a gentle sliding sensation, while others feel more of a clicking into place. Now, there is a process that's utilized in reality transurfing that helps with sliding. I think that they're meant to go together, and that is the plait. This is an energy cord that you can't see, but exists essentially behind your back. While it may be connecting to the back of your head, you have the sensation of it between your shoulder blades a little bit lower on your back. It appears that your general reality is uploaded into this spot, which exists behind you, which is a state that is more like a wave state than a state of matter. And in this state, you can upload a new reality. In this state, you feel a sensation oftentimes when you do the slide. And if you feel a sensation in your back, that's the click that I generally feel that works. And as you practice this, you find certain realities that feel particularly resonant with your intention. This is where anchoring yourself in the desired reality becomes important. Once you've slid into a reality that aligns with your intention, take time to fully immerse yourself in this new state of being. I think it's a good idea to just kind of sit in your body and get used to it. Engage your senses. How does it feel to exist in this reality, where your desire is manifest? What's different about your thoughts, emotions, and actions in this reality? The more you can embody this state, the more firmly you anchor yourself in this new reality. Remember, reality sliding is not about forcing change, but about aligning yourself with a version of reality that already exists. It's a process of tuning your consciousness to a different frequency. And with practice, you'll find that the boundaries between the realities become more permeable and sliding becomes more natural and effortless. As you continue to refine your reality sliding technique, you may notice changes manifesting in your everyday life. These might start as small synchronicities or unexpected opportunities that align with your intentions. Embrace these changes as confirmation that you've successfully navigated the multiverse, sliding ever closer to the reality where your desires are fully manifest. It's that simple. It's a simple process that is very similar to using slides that you use in transurfing, but it also involves a process of opening yourself up and doing more than just simply picking out a favorite visualization that you have, but more tuning into the reality. The tuning in means that you become like a radio more than a visualizer. You're tuning into that reality, then projecting yourself into it. In some cases, it may be a brief flash that you experience. As your quantum awareness increases, you may find that you're much more successful, and what you see in these other realities becomes more vivid. In my experience, as you begin to work with this, at the beginning it's just a brief flash, and in some cases it's just a feeling. As you become more proficient in reality sliding, you'll be ready to explore advanced practices that can lead to even more profound transformations. Sliding from major life changes requires a heightened level of focus and commitment. When aiming to manifest significant shifts in your reality, such as a career change, a relocation, or a complete lifestyle overhaul, you'll need to engage in more intensive and prolonged sliding sessions. Start by spending extended periods immersing yourself in the feeling of your desired reality. And while you want to start by creating detailed visual representations of what you want to do, detailed scenarios in your mind, exploring how this major change affects every aspect of your life, you want to open yourself up for what comes after. The Neville Goddard technique is essentially finding that end where you see the reality achieved, and then you find a physical marker for it and a short word or a burst. That's like a slide. And what I'm saying is that you begin with some idea in your mind of where you want to go. But as you open your mind, just like a writer that's writing a story, there's new vistas, new ideas that come into play. There's a part of your higher self that says, there's this reality over here that I want to show you that goes beyond your little goals that you have set for yourself. And as you open yourself up, you begin to slide into greater realities that move beyond just basic ideas that you had before. Now you can do group reality sliding. This is a powerful practice that harnesses the collective consciousness of multiple individuals to create more significant shifts in shared reality. This involves gathering a group of like-minded individuals who share a common intention. You begin by aligning your energies through meditation or shared visualization, and then as a group, you engage in the reality sliding process. You try to enter into a shared void state, and then from that state, create an intention, and then you open yourself up to the different frequencies that the group has available, each person focusing on the same desired outcome. The combined focus and intention of the group can create a stronger pull towards the desired reality. You can feel it. When you're doing it as a group properly and everybody is sharing the same level of consciousness, it's like gravity starts to change. You can feel a pull, and it is much more significant and effective when done in groups. This can be particularly effective for manifesting changes that impact communities or even global situations. Sliding through time opens up fascinating possibilities as well. For exploring past and future realities, you can slide into past realities, you can change them, you can revise them. You simply start by relaxing deeply and visualizing yourself traveling back in time, focusing on a specific period or event that you wish to explore. And as you connect with this past reality, you pay attention to the details, the sights and sounds, and then you look at the alternatives from those realities. Remember, each choice point creates a new reality. So if you want to go back and look at the realities that occurred after you won that baseball game instead of losing it, you simply revise the memory in your meditation of winning that baseball game instead of losing it, and then follow what happens afterwards. And then you find these wonderful shifts that can happen by going back and revising realities and then tuning into the realities that spawn from those revisions. There are so many more realities that are available to you from so many choice points that this does more than just simply quantum jumping. It opens up vistas in your mind and allows you to travel to places. Sometimes when we go places, we don't know what we're going to see. A lot of times quantum jumping and manifesting is trying to go to a place that we see in our mind. But it's so much more fun to go traveling to places that we don't necessarily see. We can be guided. We know that this place is going to have good weather and we're going to enjoy it, but we don't know what's going to happen. And so reality sliding is a little bit of that. It's opening yourself up and then tuning into these. Ultimately, when you capture something in your mind in that void state, you can start to embrace the idea that comes up in your mind, and it can become your new visualization. So spend a few moments with me and I'll take you on a reality sliding tour. Just close your eyes. Take the next few moments to get comfortable and let go of the outside world. Whatever you were doing, just put it aside. You'll get back to it. Put your phone down. Take a deep breath and just see all the thoughts that you have just sort of drifting away outside of you so that an empty space forms around you. This silence is wonderful and pure. You might find your consciousness rising up from your body into space, traveling faster and faster, farther from this galaxy, beyond all stars and galaxies, into an empty void. How far into this void can you go? It's not scary. You feel a presence. At the same time, you feel this nothingness. You embrace this contradiction. It's all substance. While it's nothing, it is everything. And in this infinite void is infinite possibility. So you spend a few moments really allowing yourself to quiet your mind. Any thoughts that come up, you take a breath and just watch them flow away, and you spend the next few moments doing nothing but clearing your mind. Any thoughts that come up, you shift them away. And you want to stay in this void space. The longer you can stay in this space, the more you will begin to tune in to whatever reality that you want. This is the hardest part of reality sliding. Most people are incapable of quieting their mind to the extent they can access the multiverse. So challenge yourself to really try to do this. become nobody. You are no thing. You are no longer your personality. You don't have your family, your culture, your planet, the color of your skin, your history, your gender, the city you were born. All of that goes away. Nothing defines you. You are a gestalt of energy. And you can see yourself expanding as a form of energy until you are the universe. You sink into it and you enter into this empty state. Spend a few moments. I'm going to leave this so that you can really get into this void state. From this space, just begin to tune in to the different realities that are adjacent to you. At first, they could be realities that feel like the same as yours, just memories or thoughts that you're having. But tune your mind just as you look with your eyes and listen with your ears. Tune your mind into the realities that come up. Spend several moments really just tuning into the realities, not looking for one, not choosing one. Just flowing through the different realities that come up in your mind. This is a beautiful process. You may see things that are scary. You can move along. It's just like turning the dial on your radio. Sometimes you come up with a station you don't like, so you just move along. Shuffle the radio dial and tune into all the realities that come up. Now I want you to begin to tune into that one reality that you found the most interesting, the most appealing, and begin to tune into its frequency and vibration. You may have a visualization at this point. You may have a detailed scenario, or it could just be images like slides that come up in your mind. It could be a set of feelings, memories, whatever it is. But the key is I want you to tune into its flavor. Tune into every aspect of it. The vibrations include the feelings, what you see, what you hear, how you feel in your body. The feeling is the secret in this case. But more importantly, all these little details, just tune into them. Allow yourself to really embrace this for a few moments. Now, from this place, you can begin to really imagine a single scenario. But don't imagine it as something that you are putting in your mind, but tune into it as it's something that feels organically real in this other reality. There may be elements to it that are things that you've set for your goals, but allow it to open up. Allow your imagination to fill in gaps and just enter into the feeling of it, looking out from the eyes of it, feeling it. And as you do this, compare your current base reality to that reality and sort of tune into the difference. This is advanced work, but if you can tune into the difference in vibration, you can begin to see the texture of that reality. Now begin to slide into that reality. You may have a feeling with your plat, the energy center behind your back. From your head to between your shoulder blades, you may feel it awaken. Try to actively move your consciousness into that new focal point. Everybody has a different way of doing it. This may require using some form of breathing, or it could simply visualize yourself moving through a door. Whatever you find that comes up now, enter into the truth of your multidimensional nature. You are a conscious creator, a reality slider, a multidimensional being capable of choosing your experience and entering into any existence. Feel yourself sliding into this reality. Now from this place, just get used to your new reality. Allow it to integrate into this vibration. This is a transformative process. You are in a new body, in a new reality. Allow this to integrate and make it your new reality, your new home. Give yourself a few moments to do that. I've known some people that at this point get out of their chair and lay down on the ground to really allow the vibration to sweep through their body and feel the changes. This is a magical process, and you're accessing your own magic. You may feel a click, you may feel a tingle, you may feel a sensation. It can be a feeling of relief, like after you've climaxed. But this feeling is your new reality. You've done this incredible shift. It is possible to integrate this with quantum jumping techniques and plat activation techniques. If you continually do this, remember, reality is malleable and moving like a river. So it's a constant process of adjustment. Right now, you've done something huge. You've entered into a whole new reality with intention and purpose. Please write in the comments about your experiences and what happens afterwards. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. And welcome to The Reality Revolution.